Okay, I'll do whatever you want.
All right, God, is it? It's time for some answers. Who are we?
Your video game characters. You were designed by computer geeks in cubicles to run around and be controlled by other computer geeks in their bedroom.
Did you know that part of the reason why The Simpsons remain so beloved by adults and kids alike is because it offers something for everyone? I bet you agree with that. While children get a kick out of the enticing residents of their beloved Springfield and the ridiculous scenarios they get themselves into each and every episode, eagle-eyed adults can look out for not only predictions but also by satisfying Easter eggs and cultural references. Ain't that right? A true TV comedy institution, The Simpsons has been on air longer than lots of its fan bases have been alive. Yeah, right, that's true. Whoever said cartoons were a waste of time? The Simpsons have been able to go beyond the status of just being a mere cartoon as a result of how much it relates its content with around the world, irreversibly weaving itself into cultural tapestry. Indeed, for a long time now, The Simpsons have been important enough to warrant Easter eggs referring to it in other television programs, games, and films. Springfield has played host to countless numbers of hidden gems over the years, and here are 7 of the very best. Shall we begin? Number 7, A Clockwork Cupcake.
That was me, when I was a young hoodlink, with me 3 bestest lugs, Leonard, Carlton, and Dump.
Many of us children, when we first got to know the wacky inhabitants of the Springfield, were very inexperienced. All The Simpsons' more adult humor went straight over our little heads. However, years later, when we finally know about the birds and the bees and have seen enough amazing movies to appreciate shows, Easter eggs, such as this superb little homage to Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange. Few television shows are as prolific in their pop culture references as The Simpsons. The series have parodied everything from Goodfellas to The Odyssey, and of course, Donald Trump. But director Stanley Kubrick clearly has a special place in Simpsons lore. The entire sequence is animated to follow Alex DeLarge's realization that the experiments conducted on him mean he can no longer enjoy sex and violence. Number 6. While time passes differently in The Simpsons, eagle-eyed fans point out that in Season 4, viewers are treated to a glimpse of Homer's license, which identifies his birth date as May 12, 1956. Homer may be 64, but he doesn't look a day over 45. In The Simpsons Season 4, Episode 16, Duffless, Homer's dream comes true when he attends a Duff brewery tour.
A man never drank a Duff in his life.
Obviously, Homer gets drunk, and on his drive home, he's pulled over by police and arrested for drunk driving.
Look alive, boys. A couple of stewed prunes heading your way.
Gulp. Now I know my ABCs. Won't you come and play with me? Huh?
You're under arrest. Don't.
When the judge revokes his license, she also orders him to attend traffic school and Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. The show offers viewers a brief look at his government-issued identification card, which by now is extremely expired. There are quite a few amazing things to pick out here. Homer's likely drunk picture, his hair described as none, but it's Homer's date of birth that has captivated fans. Throughout its 31 seasons, The Simpsons have been cagey with Homer's real age, but thanks to his driver's license shot, viewers finally know the truth. Homer and Marge's initials appear in the background. The episode in question is the 9th episode of Futurama's first season, Hell is Other Robots. The story clearly centers largely on Bender, who ends up addicted to electricity and seeks out help for his problem. He ends up joining the Temple of Robotology and vows to never sin again, and then he wishes to burn in robot hell, which is where he ends up after Fry, Layla, and the gang tempt him with alcohol and prostitutes because they're tired of his newfound pious attitude. With the aid of Nibbler, Fry and Layla track Bender down to discover the location of this place within an abandoned amusement park.
I remember this place. They shut it down after all those people caught salmonella from the flume ride.
During their search, they enter a rundown attraction, aptly named the Inferno, covered in fake flames and bones. Prospective viewers might notice it also bears a crude scribbling of a heart with the initials HS plus MB carved into the wall. The letters stand for Homer Simpson and Marge Boiver, indicating it was scrawled there when Homer and Marge were dating. While it's no secret that the Simpsons universe and Futurama's distant 30th century share a timeline, this is still a fun Easter egg to include for those who aren't in the know, and it's further evidence of their connection.
Don't worry, guys. I'll never be too good or too evil again. From now on, I'll just be me.
Number 4. This is a lovely episode with Apu torn between his familial duty to marry Manjula and his life as an eligible bachelor.
I have not exactly been looking forward to this arranged marriage.
Nor have I. Marrying a complete stranger? It is crazy.
Harry Shearer shows up after Apu lies to his mother to say he's already married and can't fulfill his obligation in an arranged one. Harry Shearer's is of course a nod to longtime cast member Harry Shearer, voiced of Renard Lovejoy, Mr. Burns, Ned Flanders, and many, many more.
Reverend Lovejoy.
This is a bit Reverend Lovejoy. We need to avoid a bog roll Brexit, one that is soft, unyielding, and seemingly infinitely long.
So there you go, the origin of the awesome-tacular Harry Shearer's Premium Salute honors the voice actor who brings us Wylan Smithers, Mr. Burns, Ned Flanders, Skinner, Kent Brockman, Renard Lovejoy, Dr. Hibbert, Otto, and many, many more. What did you think of it? Did you buy it? Let's see what you have to say about number 1. Keep watching! Number 3, Simpsons Secret Cameos. Some would say that the modern Simpsons episodes have started using celebrity cameos as crutches in an effort to remain relevant, instead of having them to be an organic part of the storylines, but older seasons use celeb appearances sparingly to tell some unforgettable stories, and sometimes the role was not even aware that a celeb cameo had taken place. Seasons 2 and 3 featured cameos from superstars Dustin Hoffman and Michael Jackson, but the men weren't credited for their appearances for contractual reasons. The Simpsons later referenced these incidents in a Season 4 episode. In Itchy and Scratchy the movie, Lisa talks about the new Itchy and Scratchy movie saying, "It was the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life, and you wouldn't believe the celebrities who did cameos, Dustin Hoffman, Michael Jackson." Of course, they didn't use their real names, but you could tell it was them. Number 2, Signature in Homer's hair. The Simpsons is full of Easter eggs only the eagle eye could spot, one of which is Homer's hair, which is a secret signature which hides in plain sight. Simpsons family patriarch Homer has carried a neat Easter egg in the form of initials on his head since the beginning of the annuals. They're not noticeable at first glance, however, by looking at it closely, it unveils the subtle letters. Matt Groening engraved his name in golden letters in the annals of television history as the creator of Simpsons, and if you study Homer's head, you will see his hair, ear, outlines combined to create initials MG, representing the name of the man who created the character. Talk about putting your stamp on your creations. The first letter resides in Homer's hair on the side of his head, just above the ear. The unassuming squiggles form an M. The second is a bit more discreet, residing within Homer's ear itself. The outline of it, with the aid of some inner lines, makes a G. This one isn't as easy to see as the M, since not only do lines not connect all perfectly. Still, it's not obvious enough to be unseen once it's noticed for the first time. The 2 letters are the initials of the series creator, Matt Groening, who is also responsible for Jerkass, Homer's design.
Well, I couldn't have done it without 3 other boys from Liverpool.
And finally, number 1. In The Simpsons, God, also known as the Lord in Heaven Almighty, is the creator of the universe and resides in heaven, but his face is barely ever shown on screen, except for a couple occasions.
It's time you got what's coming to you. Your frisbee.
Cool. You guys got a good buffet up here?
Oh yeah. Just stay away from the 3-bean salad.
You're not the boss of me.
God makes his first appearance in Homer the Heretic when Homer falls asleep suddenly and has a dream which he personally appears to him. He's very angry at Homer for forsaking his church. Homer points out that he's not a bad guy and he works hard and loves all his children, and questions why this is all happening. It might interest you to know that in The Simpsons, God and Jesus are the only 2 characters on the show with 5 fingers, while everyone else has 4 fingers. While drawing 4 fingers is simpler and easier in animation, the animators had a rare departure from the existing norm to give extra digits to the almighty creator. What a clever way of indicating that God is a higher being than the rest of the show's humanity that was created in his image, hence making number 1 on our list. These are 7 best Easter eggs on The Simpsons you have to see again and again and again. You can never get tired of watching them. Tell us in the comments down below what your favorite is. That's all for today's video, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, have fun and goodbye.